It's clear that OpTic is the best team. I think they've won, yeah, you put it in the notes, 12 series in a row now, I believe. Um, so 12 match win streak. I don't know what the win streak record is, but they're getting close. I can assure you. I think that FaZe had the record, last season or something. But 12 straight wins, and some of them, like the grand finals win, have come against FaZe. They really are the best team, and they've proved it time and time again. So you think that FaZe are the only threat, or I guess not? I don't want to put words in your mouth, but the biggest threat to
Biggest threat.
OpTic. Um, if FaZe and OpTic play again, who do you give the advantage to there?
I mean, OpTic very clearly, like you said, is the best team in the game, and it would be if I was betting for whatever reason on the matches, or being very serious with the predictions, I would, it would be dumb in my opinion to go against OpTic there. Um,
Mm-hmm.
but for my sake of predictions, I picked FaZe to beat OpTic in this last showdown in the online match before the Simp news broke. So I'd probably go with FaZe again, just because I have a lot of faith in that FaZe roster, and especially the coaching staff to try to figure out any small advantage they might be able to have on that OpTic team. But um, regardless of that, it's just OpTic are very clearly the best team in the game. Like you said, 12 match win streak, I believe, a 14 game win streak in control, which is pretty impressive too. Um, Especially just since it's not obviously the most important mode because it's only played once, but it is that swing mode
Mm-hmm.
in a lot of series, and you're able to extend a series just automatic. Even if they were to go down 0-2 for whatever reason, if they're playing really well in control, they don't have to necessarily worry about getting 3-0 swept or something. They would most likely be able to extend a series just due to them succeeding so much in that swing mode there in the middle of the series. So um, yeah, I think end of the day we can't take much away from their recent matches this past week just based on the circumstances of playing two teams with subs. It's just in my eyes, I think it's obvious they're the best team, number one, top dog, but they have that target on their back. Everyone's gunning for them. Everyone wants to be the team to try and take them down. It's just going to come down to OpTic, not getting complacent, and I don't think that'll be the case just because they have so many hungry players. Um, but that I think they themselves are their own biggest enemy if for whatever reason they were to get complacent or anything like that. Um, but I don't think that's the case, and I wouldn't be surprised if we see them hoisting that pretty sick Minnesota Rocker trophy at the end of this weekend.
Yeah, so that does it for the team previews, but I do want to get your thoughts on who you think will win this tournament and who you think they will beat in the grand finals.
I mean, I'm not gonna pick OpTic just because that would be boring if we both pick OpTic, even though said it'd be boring. We both picked FaZe in the past, and we've done that either way. So I'm gonna go with FaZe. Not really an underdog story, but it's just a different answer. So um, I expect FaZe to try to be, try to reclaim their status as the top dogs, and I feel like they're gonna want to come out and prove some doubters wrong if there are actually doubters in FaZe due to a second place finish. Um, but yeah, so for the sake of not just picking OpTic, um, I'll go with FaZe. But again, like I just said a couple minutes ago, would not be surprised at all if OpTic just. I think it's 4 series, so they would, yeah. If we see OpTic is on a 16 match win streak on Sunday, I would not be surprised at all.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised either, to be honest. If FaZe or OpTic win this, I think OpTic will win. They haven't really given me any reason to pick against them. Um, but I do think that FaZe will get to the grand finals. They seem to, I think that London has actually, I think, been a little more, maybe not more consistent, but like London in the regular season matches or in the qualifying matches seem to be doing just a tad bit better than FaZe recently, but when they've gone up against each other, it seems like FaZe kind of has London's number, and I don't think that can be overlooked in this kind of format where you have a double elimination bracket, and there's the possibility that these teams could play twice, because if both of them get to the winners bracket final and then the losers bracket, or in the grand finals or something. So I think that FaZe kind of has London's number, but OpTic seems to have literally everybody's number right now.
Yeah.
So I don't think that I can really pick against them at this moment.